All right, welcome back, my dear student. So let's jump into the user's controllers and right here into our method login in the else statement. Here we are getting a result back, right? So it only makes sense to apply some type of variable here. We could say user ID here, all right, for that result. We could say result, it doesn't really matter. But here we could say maybe if we get a user, all right, we could do some things to it. All right, it would be nice to find the user, right, and do something with it. So if we find this user, we get the user ID, whatever it is, right? Then, and remember, this if statement here is checking if it's true. If it's false, it's not gonna do it. All right. So we can say, you know what? I want to set us. We're gonna actually give me 1 second. Let's make sure that we got this. So what I want to do is actually create a array of information, not just one variable, which that's what I was about to create. Let's create an array and show you how to do this like this. User data. All right, just so we don't use that data right here. All right, user data, and let's create an array and let's pass in some information. What I want to do is I want to pass in a lot of information and set it to sessions. All right, so not a lot, it's just gonna be a couple of them. All right, it's easier this way. User, I want to have the user ID, of course, and the user ID is gonna be carry right here. So I want to have a session called user ID, put a comma here, and let's actually copy and paste this a little bit. That way we don't have to write all these codes down. All right, so the second session I want to create is one called the username, and this is going to have, of course, the username. We have it right here. All right, because if it's true, that means this username is the right one, so we can take that value there. And we also can have a session that will let us know if the user is logged in. That would be nice for later on if we want to check. So we can set this to true. Beautiful. All right, this is beautiful. So once we have this array here, the next step is setting it. So let's go and say this session, it's called the object or the class, right? Set user data. We're gonna use this one here because this one doesn't unset it automatically, that like the flash data, right? Remember, this is the real session stuff right here. So user data, we're gonna pass in the array right here. All right, perfect. So that's gonna be set. All right, and then we can just go ahead and redirect back to wherever we need to redirect. We can redirect to an admin page, or we can just redirect to home. All right, index. All right. All right, for now we can just redirect here. Later on we'll maybe redirect to an admin page or something like that. Now make sure you understand it here. All right, while you're copying, I can explain it to you a little bit, but basically all we're doing here is calling that method that is returning an ID if it's true, and if it's false, of course, if it doesn't find a user, it's going to return false, and this is not going to run. All right, just know that none of this is going to run if it doesn't find a user. All right, so we could also create an else statement here. All right, because if it's false, we also want to redirect, right? If it doesn't find the user, because right now we're just doing this just in case it finds the user. What about if it doesn't? We still want to redirect. All right, and we could set a message here saying something like and actually I'm gonna do that in the next lecture. That way this lecture doesn't become too long and you get bored, right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this lecture, and we'll continue on the next one. Keep having fun. This is really cool. Take care.